All right, TGIM, and welcome to week 36. So on this week's Macro Monday, we basically talk about the week ahead, which we'll see quite a few central banks meeting, starting with the RBA kicking off here in the Asia Pacific tomorrow. We also hear from Bank Malaysia later on Wednesday. Of course, Thursday will be ECB, which most people are focusing on, and Friday will be the Bank of Korea. Now, there are actually no rate decisions being expected across the board, but people are expecting, at least from the ECB's perspective, to add on the QE window. So expecting an elongation of that. I think that's going to be pretty kind of consensus. So watch out for that Euro cross and how we're sitting looking then. There's a few kind of Fed speakers, so the Fed speak is going to be quite key this week, especially if we're looking forward towards any kind of signaling towards a potential move in September. Now, looking back at kind of the job data that came out of the U.S., it may have been a little bit unclear given the ISI miss on Thursday, non-farm missing at about 150 versus 180 that was expected, but at the same time we had revisions upwards on the previous kind of month. I still think net it was robust enough. The average non-farm payroll number year to date is 191, which with the unemployment being under 5%, I still think is good enough for the Fed to move. And also remember when the Fed hiked in December of last year, we already had two consecutive sub 50 prints in ISM manufacturing in the US. So not at all worried about that. But the key thing will be signaling from the Fed speakers before they go into this kind of blackout zone from next week. It's very much a PMI services themed week ahead. G20 finishes out here in Asia Pacific and China today. But I think most importantly from a price action perspective, we really think there's strong risk on technicals coming out of equities, especially in the US and especially in the Eurozone. European equities did exceptionally well last week, also illustrating and demonstrating I think the highest volume in 4 weeks, so very, very strong back-to-back action there. We continue like the price action up and think we'll continue to melt and push up. On the FX side of things, Kiwi is looking very strong. We would not get in front of the Kiwi, the Aussie, Swissie, or even sterling actually from that kind of perspective. We think actually sterling may be potential of further kind of short squeezes later on this week, given the strong economic data that has kind of come through, as well as a huge kind of short positioning kind of out there. And with that, stay focused on the week ahead and good luck.